Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I have a new fractal tone tutorial for you, and this is how to dial in the Blues OD or the Bluesbreaker inside the Fractal. Now, something special I have on the floor over here is a Marshall Bluesbreaker pedal. It's the reissue, but basically they're one-for-one replicas, or not even replicas, they're just a reissue of the old one that John Mayer uses or used back in the Continuum era. So what I'm going to try and do is see how close the Fractal one is to the real deal, and then make some tweaks if necessary. So today, using my Mike Lowell Heirloom SX, and I'm going to probably go through quite a few pickup positions, but mostly kind of dial in some John Mayer style tones. So let's go ahead and go into Axe 3 Edit. Now this will work for all the units because this is inside the FM3 and the FM9. I am using a tone match preset, which is available on my website, johnconashiroguitar.com. And as you can see, it says 2-Rock TC JM 121 V1. And that's my crazy naming system for 2-Rock TC traditional clean. And this one will be, I'm not sure if it will be updated, maybe just a brand new one, because I'm getting a 100 watt head, 2-Rock traditional clean head in very soon. JM, John Mayer settings, 121, I'm using a Royer 121 for part of the tone matching process, V1, version 1. So there you go. Gonna show you the amp settings just in case you want to try to dial something in that's comparable. So here you go. Those are my settings on the Ideal tab for the ODS 100 clean, and that's the closest we can get to the clean 2-Rock, because the 2-Rock inside the Fractal right now has that overdrive channel. I don't think I did anything right here, nothing here. I just changed the tube type to the 6L6. Nothing here, nothing there. I don't think I did really anything actually. Yep, so that's it. Here's the tone match. Did some low cut. Always have to bump up the level. And then I gave a little bit of room ambience here, but I'm gonna just bring it back down. So I think it was right about there earlier. If you want to dial this in, this is my Octopus kind of copy, although it would usually go in the front end, but you can try these settings. I don't think I did much of anything there. EQ, pretty much just messed with the high cut right there. And then the new Lush Spring, which is amazing. All right, so the clean tone. All right, so some gravity type stuff. Okay, sounds great by itself, but that particular part of the intro is needing a little bit of lift. So let's go ahead, take a look. This is the actual Bluesbreaker. Pretty much everything is set to right in between 2 to 3 o'clock. So here it is, a little bit of tone rolled off on the neck middle. All right, so now we're gonna take a look at the Bluesbreaker that I dialed in right here. All right, so here are my settings. Now, as you can see, they're kind of different than what was in the real Bluesbreaker. Let's go ahead and just show you what it sounds like. All right, so let's go ahead and kind of flip-flop between the two. So let's start on the real Bluesbreaker. Maybe right away, let's go ahead and bring this guy back a little bit. Okay, so like really stinking close. So I think I like where these settings are, so I'm just gonna go ahead and save it into my library. Actually, let's go ahead and save it as Marshall Bluesbreaker. Okay, so that's not all I did right there. And as you can see, the settings are a little bit different. We got less gain, less treble. Probably the volume is around the same. Here's where things get a little bit different. So I added some bass, added some mids, and then I kind of contoured or sculpted the mid-range frequency because there is just a little bit of mid-range bump going in the real pedal, and then some high cut because it was getting really, really kind of ear piercing almost. So let's go ahead and play with this guy. And then this guy. All right, so there's just something going on in the mid-range. I know people talk about how this one can be really transparent sounding. Still, there's something going on. This mid frequency was originally set at 600, so let's go do a little flip-flopping. Oh, now my ears really like that. So we're gonna go ahead and save this. All right, so you can keep the mids right where they are, or the mid frequency, but then maybe a little bit of bump in the mids. Definitely dial back that high cut and bump up the bass just a little bit, and that is all I got going. So now let's have a little bit of fun and stack these, see how they react. So we're gonna go with a tube screamer, and here we go. All right, I think that sounds pretty stinking good. Here are my settings for the drive. Now, you can mess with it however you want, but there it is. I think the Fractal Bluesbreaker is pretty close. I would say that maybe it has a little bit more gain on tap than the original, which is on the floor. But overall, very, very close. Try these settings out. Let me know how you liked them. Definitely give my tone match presets a try. They're pretty awesome, and be on the lookout for some new ones. All right, see you later.